I may not be an influencer, but I am a bad influence.
Welcome to Gay Talk 2.0, the ultimate podcast for your dose of dish.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another episode of Gay Talk 2.0, an LGBT podcast. We are streaming live on our YouTube channel for all of our Patreon supporters on the day of recording, while everyone else gets that live and in color show the week after. My name is Tom, and I am your host. And as always, I am in the studio with my amazing co-host, starting with the first one.
Hey, y'all, Nick or Trish.
And
J Bear, a.k.a. your boyfriend's boyfriend.
Slut.
Welcome. This is how it's going to be.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Why's she a slut?
I'm being attacked.
What do you mean?
That's a hate crime.
It's a hate crime.
It really is.
100%.
Yeah,
That's a hate crime.
I can't with them. Oh my God. Anyway, it's good to be back. And, as always, there's a lot of things that are going on in the world. We're going to try to sort of kind of skim through most of them in today's episode. But before we do that, as always, we do a quick roundtable to see how everyone's doing. And I'm going to start off with you, Jay. How are you, Jay? You're it.
Getting over it.
Getting over what?
A little too much drinking.
Again? Jay, you didn't learn your lesson from
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Make it 3 at this point.
Yeah.
We're going for a record.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
He's something else.
You did get somebody to hit you up on Grindr, I think, right?
Yeah, well, yes and no.
You did. I can't.
Yes and no.
I can't.
So I met him at the bar. We kind of chatted up yesterday, and then all of a sudden, I happened to open the app. And he's, hey, nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, yeah, all right, whatever.
It's that beard. Everybody just wants to hold on to
Yeah.
it, like they're literally going repelling from one end of the room to the other.
Probably
Everybody wants to be Tarzan on your beard.
Not me.
not me.
I love you. But not me.
Not me.
But aside from that, how you is?
Not bad. Not bad.
All is well in the land of Oz?
Yeah, I'm feeling better now.
Yeah.
Few
She
shots
stayed over tonight. She
Well,
sure did.
Last night
Oh, last night.
and tonight too, most likely.
Hey, listen.
It's a quicker drive to work. And with the gas prices, girl.
So, I have a question for the group, but we're going to wait until we're done with roundtable. So, you're good?
Yeah.
Girl, how is you?
I'm fine.
All is fine all is fine.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's always a lot.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Adulting, right? Adulting.
I just don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't.
So, if someone told me, right, when I was a child, which I'm pretty sure somebody did, it's just that, I still wanted to be an adult, that adulting was going to be so hard,
Girl.
I would have stayed home. Mm-hmm. Legit, 100%, I would have stayed home. Mm-hmm. And it's so.
I mean, you basically do stay home, though.
Well, but it's my home. I would have stayed in somebody else's home for as long as I could and saved all of my pennies and did all that good stuff.
You know what it is? It's not about adulting. Adulting is hard, having to deal with bills and just life in general. But it's when you become responsible for a thing. Right? So, I'm with Hope. We co-chair the New Haven Pride Center board, and we are in another crisis, right? And so we are trying to move from a reactive state to a proactive state.
Right.
And we had a great meeting, and we've raised a lot of money to help the center. But it's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's actually taken a bit of a toll on Hope's and I relationship. We actually, Hope and I went out to have a glass of wine and, a nibble and just kind of talk about that, because it got to a point last week where we both were we need to figure out what's going on here.
Right.
And we did, and we talked through everything, how she was feeling, how I was feeling, and we're in a much better place. But like, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and
It can become very overwhelming really quick.
it can be. Yeah.
And unfortunately, it has nothing to do with you two as individuals.
No.
It's
the nature of the
it's
game.
The nature,
Yeah.
everything that's going on, and then everybody has their view of how certain things should go, and that's where you kind of start bumping heads sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, no, and we've had and moved through many a crisis with the center, and it's been very symbiotic, right? The way we've worked together to get things done, and this past moment has been very disjointed.
Yeah.
But it's also very challenging, given the things that are happening, and there's not much that we can disclose at this moment. But there's a lot that's already public. But given the situation, it can be very chaotic, right? Because
And we're both very busy people. Like,
right, I mean, you have a job, she has a job, and you guys, in a sense, are donating your time.
no, we are definitely donating our time.
That's what I said.
Can I get a tax write-off for that?
But it's crazy. Speaking of taxes, did everybody file their taxes yet?
Yeah.
I did mine Saturday.
Yeah.
I was just like-
my money's already spent.
Mine's basically spent too.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten mine, but it's probably already spent.
Yeah. And actually, doing it online, I got it back so quick. It's like 2 weeks turnaround.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same for me.
And I expected it to take a lot longer with everything that's been going on. So I was surprised.
Well, I mean, you've got a lot of crazy people right now at the IRS and at all levels of government offices that are just, I don't give a fuck. Here's your refund.
Yeah,
Have
probably.
Have fun. We're not even going to audit you. It was pretty crazy, but it's very daunting because going from like a simple, I'm going to file, it's just me, single, blah, 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 blah. And, but when you have a home and when you have, savings accounts and this account that generates, interest and you're getting, all of these different benefits and all these type of accounts that you have, it gets pretty complicated very quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck adulting.
Right.
Yeah.
And then trying to find all the documents. So here's the thing. So speaking of the Pride Center, I donate to the Pride Center every month. So I make a donation. So the Pride Center doesn't, at least I have not received one, send a year-end.
You don't get a year end. You should get one every time you make a gift.
Right. So every time you make a gift, you get a receipt, but it's like an email, right? I prefer a year end, and it's like you don't have one, so I have to rely on my AIs to say, here's all the receipts, create a report for me that where it came from, how much was donated, what's the total, so that I can put it with my backup for my taxes, etc. But that also requires that I have to go through all of my transactions on my credit cards to get everything, and it's just like, oh my god.
I mean, you could just ask for a year end.
I didn't know I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time I will call and be like, can I have a year end?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to call me at this point, but yeah.
Okay. Well, can I have a year end for my backup? No, I'm kidding. But, so yeah, adulting is hard and taxes were filed and, I did my obligation before my birthday, which is important because, by the way, tax day is on my birthday. I'm a reminder. I'm a walking reminder. You need to do your taxes
And pay them.
and pay them. And I'm also a walking reminder that if you got your taxes, you have no excuse to getting me a gift.
Unless you're filing for an extension.
Right.
I filed for an extension.
Oh, me too. Oops.
I'll wait until July to get my gift.
Your gift is a new roommate.
Yeah.
Not.
Not.
And
She can stay a
hot
couple of
sauce.
nights. Oh, the hot sauce. I cannot wait to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to order some chicken. Maybe I'll go get what are those chickens at Costco?
Oh, yeah,
the
the
rotisserie.
rotisserie chicken.
And then just bathe it in fucking hot sauce and just sit there and be a fat girl. I fucking love
Don't
it.
plan on bottoming anytime soon after that.
Seriously. So
Sparking fires.
I'm on fire. It's on fire.
is it hot? Have you tried it?
Yeah, I like it. It's not super hot, but it
Okay.
has a nice kick.
I mean, I want my butthole to throw kisses afterwards. Is it not going to be that?
It's
I'm
gonna
not that strong,
it's gonna
though.
remind me of
It's-
Bridesmaids. Look away! Look away!
I just wanted to go.
Yeah, no. So it's kind of initially it's kind of sweet, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then it hits you, and then it kind of fades away.
Fades away. Okay.
So it's not. But as you're eating it, you feel the heat.
So, Jay, why don't you tell us what you spent your weekend
My
doing?
weekend, well,
Yeah.
it wasn't my weekend, but yeah, last minute, my daughter brought.
I don't
some-
want to say
yeah,
what it really was,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So my daughter brought. So I make hot sauce at home. So and I use the pineapple rinds. So I usually, make a small batch for the house. She brought me a shit ton of pineapple rinds. So I said, I'll just boil it all and kind of. And then I remembered I had a pack of a whole case of mason jars in the garage. So it turned into,
I'm gonna make hot sauce for everybody.
Make a hot sauce type of, I just kind of make it because we go through it at home.
So I will
Quite
ask
often.
you. Okay, so you have your pineapple grinds. What goes into making hot sauce? Like
well,
like a
that's-
spicy
yeah.
sauce.
So that one's pretty simple. It's just you boil the rinds. I did it with the serrano peppers, the dry serrano peppers.
Okay.
So I boil that with the pineapple rinds in a few cups of water, vinegar. Then I add my salt, whole garlic cloves, black pepper.
Did you put some garlic cloves in there? Can I just scoop one
I
out?
think there should be one or two in there.
I
Yeah.
just want to scoop it out.
Yeah.
I love garlic
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I love garlic. So
Did
yeah,
you
we
bring Trish any?
I did not because I didn't think she was a. You do hot sauce? I've
do.
never seen her eat hot sauce.
I do.
I got you.
Well, I have.
I mean, it depends. I'm gonna have to try it before.
I have a huge mason jar. So,
Yeah,
I have smaller mason jars. We can divide them into two.
Yeah,
We'll cut the grinds.
Let me
in.
taste it.
I'll bring you another one.
That's okay.
See, I
'Cause, you
didn't know. No, I didn't know Trish was into hot sauce like that. To be
I mean, not
honest.
like
Trish is into anything. She's into
Yeah,
anything that's hot.
anything that's hot. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Squeeze me.
well, yeah.
So while you
Speaking of which,
Apparently,
While-
she's
while you-
not into everything because she's not into me.
So while you spent your weekend making, like hot sauce,
Hot sauce.
being Betty Crocker in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
What did you do?
you said
oh no, a certain someone reached out to me today.
someone we can talk about.
No,
Okay. So why bring that up?
because it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be.
Okay.
So we
Alrighty
had this new
Got
kid,
it.
this new kid at work, and I was talking to him like the other day, and he was listening to a podcast, and I was like, oh, I have a podcast, and like I still don't know if this person is like where they are, if they're in the community.
God.
They're
Are they
all in the
listening?
spectrum.
Yeah, and
Everybody's a
and he
little
was
gay.
like, oh my god, I'm going to totally listen. I was like, I'm very open about my life on that show. He's like, oh, so maybe I shouldn't. I was like, probably not.
So he's listening now.
I mean, some of the things I've said on this show.
Some of the things that we've all said on this show
Oh, yeah.
have been very questionable at times.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I take pride in, I don't know about you, is we're honest. These are things that affect us every day. And I have no shame in talking about who I am as a person, what I support, whether it's our community, what I am from a political perspective. I mean, all of it impacts us around this table in some way, shape, or form. And so why not be real?
No, yes, and yeah, I agree. And I have no shame in talking about those things and
Yeah.
all of the things. However, my coworkers don't need to hear about me using future method lubricant or glass
or-
dilation
Kits,
kit. Like,
Or
the
me having
silicone
fun
ones.
outside of a window.
yeah, exactly.
But
I mean, like, if they want to listen, more power to you. But you got to know you're going to hear it all.
but that's real life, unfortunately. And
They
and
know.
given
They know work, Trish. Not.
I think we all have those personalities
yeah.
in a sense.
Absolutely.
You know,
Well, because you can't bring that to work.
HR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
real.
HR.
no, you can't. What is that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
rings.
I was like, I'm hearing something clapping, and I was like, and there's no one else but us three in this room. I was like, what is happening?
What's going on?
I mean, look, we all grew up with, I don't know, but, well, I'm pretty sure I do, but like in the time when we grew up, you didn't talk about sex.
You didn't talk about homosexuality either.
Right. And like, I feel like as a society, we've gotten to a place where we're talking about it more because it's important to talk about it more, right? It's important for people to understand about sexual wellness, that it's okay to feel a certain way, that it's okay to like this and not like this,
Right.
how to properly bottom, like all of the things that you
We
need.
talk about.
Yeah.
That
Like
we
it's
had to learn on the whim.
yeah. And like,
Yeah.
who knew
Facts.
Facts.
who knew that like, if you had a fissure, like maybe a little Botox would help.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, thanks to Dr. G now we
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Right?
So like, I think it's important that we talk about this stuff and be real, but there is a warning. If you are my coworker and you listen to the show, you're going to hear things.
You're going to learn
I mean,
about anal sex.
It goes back to the first time my boss got into my car at work when I was
Oh
at
my
Long
God.
Wharf. And we were still doing the recorded segments with Dr. G. And one of the segments was about milking the prostate. And so we had just gotten it. I was listening to it on the way into work.
Oh my God.
And my boss gets in the car and it goes literally like the first thing, like the car starts and it goes, Dr. G's voice, how to milk the prostate. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm trying to hit every button to turn it off. And she's over there like this, you know, she was a lovely human, but she was definitely like a waspy white lady. And she was like,
I will tell you, you know, like I'm at an age, I'm at a point in time in my life where I give no fucks what people think about me. I don't have time to allow myself to get to the point where I care about what people think of me. Am I respectful when I get to the office? Absolutely. Do I drop F-bombs in my mind 24/7? Absolutely.
Under his breath? Absolutely.
All the time. However, you know, like when I'm on the show, there's no filter. This is my opportunity to be able to like express how I feel, which is genuinely important for me, for my health, for who I am, for all of us. We sit around this table and, you know, and there are plenty of times where I have to be in public, you have to be in public, and we have to sort of kind of behave. And sort of kind of remind ourselves that we are in a space that may not be safe for us. That still exists today. You know, even though we've made a lot of progress in many different aspects of the LGBTQ plus community. But, you know, it goes through my mind
yeah, me too.
all the time.
Yeah, I had a meeting with 3 broy, like the broiest of bankers on Friday.
Interesting.
And I completely forgot I had the meeting. So it was Friday. I was wearing jeans and I was wearing a long sleeve polo and I had only buttoned one button. So like, it was like,
Oh, your chest hair was out.
pretty open. And I'm like, oh, well, you know what? These guys are going to know from the moment I walk in that room, so I don't give a shit.
The moment you sashay in, honey,
Yeah.
so they're going to clock it.
Well, I don't sashay right now. It's more of a like,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
boot. She still got the boot on,
You
yeah.
still have that boot on?
I have an appointment on Thursday.
Oh my gosh. She's
Hopefully-
walking around like Darth Vader. Doom,
Actually, no, I've got the little boot on right now, so it's been helpful.
Well, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's great, though.
But literally, you know I'm coming.
Oh, I know. I know. But, you know, so just to say that, you know, if you're listening to us for the first time or for the 461st time, is that
You got
the
it.
461st time?
How do you say that in Spanish?
460
61.
No. If you say it in a sentence, it's not, no?
Este es el episodio número 461.
Pero si no estás escuchando-
Si no estás escuchando por primera vez
Por la primera vez o
O si nos has escuchado anteriormente, este es el episodio número 461. And I want to remind people,
Yeah.
Spanish was not my first language.
Apparently.
Just saying. Fuck this bitch.
Yes, it was.
Oh my
You were,
God.
No, it wasn't.
you were raised
So,
in the island.
This weekend,
No, I was raised here. Born and raised here. I was born in New Haven. I was born at St. Raphael's Hospital when they had nuns.
Oh, that's why you're the way you are.
Yeah, exactly.
island of tropic diseases.
Yeah, he came out. He came out the wound, and they spanked him. He was like, "Wah, bitch."
He was like, "Can I get your number?"
Can I get you?
No, but so this weekend I was speaking of
We went dark.
Spanish. This weekend, every Sunday, my family, they're Italian. They make Sunday sauce, right? And it is like, it's like my favorite. Like there's sausage, there's meat, it's homemade red sauce. It's so good. And so I started speaking Italian in the group because I'm doing Duolingo and I'm just learning a little bit, not a lot, like slowly. And
Do you not speak it fluently?
no,
Oh,
God no.
okay.
Not at all. And so I'm responding like how jealous I am. I think I said that, and like it looks so good. And my sister-in-law goes, "Stop or speak English. This is America." And I was like, what did I say? Hold on, I
Pull
got
the fuck back. Oh, she's gonna pull the text message.
She goes,
I do it all the time. I'm like, I'll speak whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Back the fuck off.
she goes, English, please. And then I said, "Parlo italiano, no essere una Karen," which means,
Oh, don't be a Karen.
and so she responds with, "Now I got that one."
Of course she's gonna get that one. Well, apparently Karen is being replaced now. So the newer generation is no longer like having an affinity towards calling problematic people who don't know how to mind your business Karen. So the new the new name that people are using, I thought it was Jessica. Don't be a Jessica. And I was like,
Karen's better.
like for real. It's like, why?
I have friends that are Karen, and like, they're not Karens,
Yeah, Karen, don't
but
be a
I'm
Karen.
still gonna use Karen.
Yeah.
Of course.
Karen and Ken.
Yeah, it's just Karen just works. It's
I
like
think
Jessica does
you know
not
how,
have.
You know how the younger generation will attach those terms to what's going on with them,
Right.
and there's possibly a TV show. where
Somebody
there's
named
been a
Jessica pissed them the fuck
yeah,
off.
Yeah, and
6'7",
that's
6'7".
That makes no damn
Whatever
sense
it
to me.
is.
But
I saw a
whatever,
video
yeah.
of a teacher losing it in the classroom. I was
Yeah.
just like, okay.
I think it basically means like, whatever.
Somewhat.
6'7".
It's supposed to be associated to
But what
a
is a
basketball
four-letter
player
word? I don't
who's
get it.
6 feet 7 inches. and-
WHAT is 4 letters. So why 6 and then 7? Whatever.
I have no idea.
yeah. No.
Like you would think if you were going to use numbers to say whatever,
Yeah.
then it would be 4, right? Whatever.
yeah. No, but that's not what. Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
It's like
6, 7.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, like I also learned the other day, my grandson's over and his friends like, "Oh, you a cool unk," and I'm like,
Oh, it means
Cool
like
luck.
so-so.
"No, unk meaning like uncle,
Uncle,
type,
yeah.
but sort of like they're calling you an older person."
Nasty.
Whatever. I will slay you.
Yeah, and I was like,
like a
"Unk,"
dragon.
and I was like, "All right,"
I was-
but it's kind of a way of saying you're older, but without.
Anywho. So,
My nasty niece was like coming at me on FaceTime the other day. I was like, "If you can't say Uncle Nick, I'm hanging up this phone." She's like, "Sorry, Uncle Nick." I'm like, "You are 2 years old. You are nasty."
well, I mean, you are her auntie.
I mean, yeah, but you listen to me, bitch.
That's where she's picking it up from.
Yeah. Sassiness, it's all about you.
Well,
I
let-
mean,
yeah, let me tell you, my niece's baby, she's 2 months old now, already giving side eyes.
She's already using ChatGPT.
Already giving side eyes.
oh no, I've seen it.
So-
She came out with ChatGPT built in.
ChatGPT. She's sending IM messages. Feed me, bitch. No.
I know, literally. I'm like, everybody's like, I was like, oh no, I texted Demi earlier.
Yeah.
We're good. Feed me, bitch.
Yeah. That's too funny. But
Oh
they,
my God. Okay.
This I
these
have to say.
babies nowadays.
But it's not even that. It's
Yeah.
like this, what is it? I don't want to safe parenting or like coddling or
No, they call it
not helicoptering.
no, gentle parenting.
Gentle parenting.
That
I'm
shit
like,
don't work.
girl,
Yeah, that shit don't work.
no.
Not for
You can
everybody,
gentle parent, but when you need to like,
Be strict. Be strict.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
when I was in Florida, Daily slapped me,
Oh.
and I looked at her and I was like,
Oof.
you ever do that again, and there will be some serious consequences.
Yeah.
And she was like, no. I was like, yes, I'm not your mother. And she was like, oh. I'm not your mother.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not going to say what I did, but I'm not going to say it. But, I will guarantee you all of my nephews and nieces know better.
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Because homie don't play
I mean,
that.
she's 2, and I get it. You get
No,
frustrated, but like, why? Like, what? Who taught you how to do that? Why
My
are you doing
point,
that?
like, where did you get that from?
Yeah.
The reactions.
My reaction is pat. Oh, did you like that?
I if I was
I wouldn't
an
smack-
an
yeah.
actual auntie, maybe, but
Yeah,
I'm an
or-
uncle, so it's a little different. Like
Yeah, a little
as
bit,
a
yeah,
guy, I don't
but-
want to. You know what I mean? Maybe a little pat in the butt.
Grab that hand, and pat, right on top. Nope.
You
Don't play
do
that.
not do that.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Respect.
And then she goes, "I want some M&Ms." I was like, "Too bad."
Yeah.
good luck.
Be like, these M&Ms are so yummy. No.
You think about what you did.
We don't actually do that. Come on.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
I
I'm
can't.
not. I'm strict, but I just 2 minutes later, you okay? Is everything all right? Come here, let's have a talk.
Yeah, no, and
I've
that's the
learned
thing.
that with the boys, too. Yeah,
you
you
have
have
to. You have to be able to be stern, but also then be able to follow up with
Yeah,
okay,
this-
let's talk about what just happened.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
We can gentle parent that way, but no, but you're not gonna smack me in my face and
Yeah.
not expect me to like spank you in the butt.
Yeah.
Or your hand.
Growing up
Oh,
for us, you couldn't even suck your teeth at your parent. You got smacked before the you even
I'm
finished.
surprised I still have teeth.
Yeah.
Let's just say that, okay? For me, it's hard to talk about because of the taboos now surrounding being able to spank your children and things like that. And then I think back to some of the things that my mother did, and it's just like, my mother's rearing may have not been what is ideal today, but man, she raised 3 fucking boys and.
Look, I was scared when I fucked up. I knew when I fucked up. I remember one time I did something. We don't need to say what I did, but as soon as I did it and something went wrong, I was like, oh shit. And I booked it. I ran straight to my bedroom and right under my bed, and I was all the way up in the corner because I knew my dad was coming down there. He was gonna rip me out.
So I did that too, and my mother said I may not be able to reach you under the bed, but she took the broomstick and just started doing this. She was like, I can't get down there, but I will get you.
And honestly, like looking back for what I had done, it was a stupid thing that I did. I threw a rock. Me and my brother were throwing rocks, see how far we can throw them, and one of the rocks hit somebody's windshield, and it shattered the windshield.
Yeah.
And so, it was a stupid thing to do, right? And I knew it right away. And I knew I was going to get taught a lesson.
Oh yeah.
You learned that lesson, girl.
Yeah.
Don't throw stones at glass houses.
But it's and we say we kind of it was kind of tough for us. For them, it was harder.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh,
worse.
yeah.
If you ever talk to your parents about how they were disciplined,
So my mother told me a story.
yeah,
once.
it was borderline, waterboarding.
So she, for real, like no lie. So
serious.
here's the thing. My mother
Serious.
told me a story. She goes like, I did something, and I remember my father made me go out to the field, and go grab a branch.
Oh my God, my mom.
switch,
Same
a
thing happened
switch.
to my mom.
Yeah, a switch.
Maybe grab a branch, and it's a branch of
thin branch.
Yeah, they call the switch. in
snap
English.
peas,
Yeah.
the peas.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to clear it for her and then hand it to her so that she could whip me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shit you not. I was just like, girl, you ever do that to me, we fighting.
Yeah. So,
I didn't say that to my mother because I would lose my teeth, but that's what I thought
Yeah, I
in
would
my
not
head.
fuck with your mom.
No, she don't
Anyway.
play. No, but anyway. So we're 30 minutes in.
yeah,
Do we want to take a break?
we went off the rails. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, and when we come back, we've got a couple of curious things to talk about. It's it's a fun day today, so we will be right back. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back, and thank you for allowing us to take that break because, as you always know, we do need it. And
Tom, can we talk about your fireplace?
do you want to talk about the fireplace? So, okay, we can talk about the fireplace a little bit. So, I've had this Mac. This is a 2009 iMac 27 inch. And if you know Apple, and I'm not endorsing Apple or anything, but I'm an Apple boy. And I've had that Mac forever. And it's been sitting behind our desk here forever, just off all the time. We used to use it a lot when we used to do an audio live version of the show, but
So you downloaded a fireplace.
So, but no, it had the fireplace. It's had it for a very long time. So I was like, you know what? Let me just throw it for ambiance in the background, just to sort of kind of add some pizzazz, And so yeah, that's why it's sitting back there. So, so I have a question for the boys. How are we doing? How's our money situation doing? Are you guys getting? How do you find yourself? How do you find your dollar lasting in today's economy, given the circumstances that we're in?
Not
is the
lasting.
question.
Not
Not
lasting.
lasting.
Half a tank of gas was $42.
That's exactly where I wanted to go, man.
Yeah.
So I went to
That's
Costco.
normally why I pay for a tank.
I went to Costco last month, and gas was like $2.87.
Yep.
And then I went to Costco this Saturday, and gas was $3.54. And
I paid $3.69 the other day. So
I was like, what the fuck? And you have a hybrid. Mm-hmm. So given today's economy and given all the situations
thank
that
God
are
I
happening,
bought it.
seriously, because I'm sure that so let's talk about this. We know we have this war going on, even though the administration doesn't want to call it a war. It is. It's impacted people's 401ks. Prices of groceries are going up. Gas is going up. There's a lot of different segments of the economy that are being affected.
Yeah, and it's all Biden's fault, by the way.
Of course it is. It's always Biden's fault. It's like all
The war is Biden's fault.
Yeah.
Of course it is, because he couldn't do it, but I'm getting it done.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Nick. You have a hybrid vehicle. Even for you, like, what's a fill up look for you?
Right now, I think I spent the last fill up was like $45.
Oh my God! You have a hybrid vehicle and you spent $45. Like, that was my fill up last month.
Yeah, it was for me. Yeah. So
Yeah, but it's like one tank.
yeah, but how big is the tank in your vehicle? It's not a full.
Oh, it's a 12-gallon,
Oh, so it's
So it's a 12-gallon.
and it lasts me like
so no, it's
two
a
and a half
full-
weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
On a hybrid, then that's a good. That's not too bad, but
Yeah, no, it's insane. And, it's like, I think to myself, like, I was having a conversation with my friend Kenny, who sat with us on the show before the last time he was visiting from Puerto Rico. And it's like, he had gone to the gas station to pick something up. And he's like, it was 99 cents a liter last night.
in Puerto Rico, yeah.
I woke up this morning and I went to get gas and it was 109 a liter. Literally 4 hours later. And that is what's happening. We're seeing this skyrocketing price of oil and gas. And it's like people trying to, we had a very, very cold winter. Mm-hmm. And people are still filling up their oil tanks to heat. And, and if
I'm
you're
still paying off my bill.
Oh my God.
Girl.
If you're not familiar with the Northeast, there are a lot of homes that heat with oil.
It's a hate crime.
It really it really is.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to make sure that my girls were good. You know, like, what was your grocery bill like?
Shit. So my daughter Roxy, still refuses to move out, which I don't blame. Does shopping once a week, and I go. We kind of alternate. But she came in with like 4 bags the other day, and she's like, "I spent 100, and it was close to $200."
It's insane.
I can go to the store and buy $150 worth of stuff that I need.
2 bags.
1 bag.
1 bag. Yeah.
It's insane. I go to there's our local supermarket is IGA, and we know them locally as Adams Supermarket. I can go in there and get like chicken salad, like cheese, like sliced cheese, and like whatever I need for like my breakfast, and walk out of there and still spend like $70. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Can we talk about the price of meat?
Girl.
I was like,
Yeah, I'm getting tired of chicken. That's probably the cheapest meat.
I will tell you
right
something. Have you looked at the price of vegetables? Like my vegetarian friends, are y'all okay?
Girl, and that's the thing. At home, we're eating healthier.
but he was going to lower the cost.
Yeah, but
Day one.
A whole dollar for a fucking red onion?
Yeah. Like we stopped buying all that box stuff, and the only thing we buy in cans is beans, and that's because they're
Because
easier.
we're Puerto Rican, and
Yeah,
that's what
we're
we
Puerto
do.
Rican. That's
Yeah.
what we do. But
No, it's
we
insane.
don't do box stuff like that. So you eliminate a lot of that stuff, which is high on a lot of chemicals, unfortunately, and you start buying fresh, and the cost is drastic.
Yeah, it's insane.
Drastic.
And I feel for example, like different states, California, we know, historically has always been one of those states in where the price of living is incredibly high.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what their like gas prices are going to be.
I think
I
in
don't
some
even.
places it was
Over $5.
over $5, and I think that was in Tacoma. I was watching a news clip the other day. It was like
Of course you were.
No.
Yeah.
No, stop. You were.
Tacoma, yeah, I think it was in Tacoma. It was insane, and I was like,
Yeah, no,
damn.
it's-
I was like, damn. I'm complaining about 3 and change, and they're paying 5 and.
No, it's quite alarming to see how one ignorant.
Well, this war is about oil.
Of course it is. It's always going to be about anything that happens in the Middle East will always be about oil, right?
Yeah.
It's always been the driving force. But it's amazing how one ignorant person's decision to unilaterally. Let's try that again. Can you help me out?
Unilaterally?
Thank you. I'm Latino. I think it's like 20 languages. So
Yeah,
it's,
let's blame it on that.
yeah, of course. I'm sticking to my guns. But anyway, unilaterally,
Yes.
this person decides, or let's just use another word. He arbitrarily makes a decision to go to war by himself, doesn't go to Congress, and when he did, Congress wants nothing of to do with it. The Senate just literally, we don't want to check his powers, whatever. We're going to let him do whatever he wants. He arbitrarily decides to start a war with Iran, and now we, the American people, are suffering for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a loss for words that this is what we, the American people, are allowing the people that represent us and the people that govern us to do.
But here's the other thing. Every time there's a news conference or he's asked, no boots on the ground.
Now he's considering boots on the ground.
They're already there. They're already there.
Well,
It's like-
not yet, but
yeah, but you know what I mean?
close.
It's
We're
like,
almost there.
Yeah.
And
So everything he says, just take it with a grain of salt and assume that totally the opposite is going to happen.
Rachel says it best. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do.
Yeah.
And what they're doing right now is just, it's a complete fucking shit show.
Oh, absolutely.
And I cannot wait for this fucking clown car to just be gone and done with. So I just wanted to make sure that, checking on my girls financially, it's hard. It's hard.
It is.
And here I am buying a freaking brand new,
Don't even.
yeah, no, we're not going to go there. Brand new fucking robot. Anywho, I have 2 more things that I want to talk about that we can sort of kind of touch.
Yeah,
base on.
I came unprepared today, so
No, that's quite okay. You know me. I love to talk.
We know.
Oh, this bitch. But anywho, all right. So I want to talk about one thing that caught my eye today. So I was, as always, I go on The Advocate and I start reading some of the stories and sort of kind of familiarize myself with the things that are going on around us and in the world. And I came across this very interesting story about an app that was recently launched and which really supports strictly LGBTQ plus businesses. And I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. And so I started looking at the app, and the app is called Everywhere is Queer. And it hosts an interactive database of LGBTQ owned and queer friendly businesses that you could then, sign up for the app and access.
That's amazing.
And I thought, you know what, this is pretty cool. So I started looking at some of the stuff. So again, it's called Everywhere is Queer, and it's available, I'm assuming, well, I'm an Apple boy, so obviously it's available on the Apple Store. But it should be available on, Android devices, in the Google Play Store. I would assume that's what they use there.
Yeah.
And the really cool thing about it is that you are able to find safe, inclusive spaces. You can explore over 20,000 plus LGBTQ plus businesses worldwide, and you can search and filter with ease and then support queer entrepreneurs in the process. And I was just like, all right, you know what? This makes sense. So I downloaded the app, and one of the first things I encountered when I opened the app, so let me go to the app.
Actually downloading it now.
I open the app and it says you have to log in and or sign up for an account. And I was like, okay, well, this is, okay. So we have to sign up. And then they put a disclaimer as to why. We require that you sign up to keep our community safe. So in a way, you providing some data willingly, obviously, is a safe way for them to be able to screen people that are going to be, using this platform so that we don't end up being in a situation where you're confronted with hate while you're using the application.
Well, not even that, so that businesses aren't targeted, right? So,
Exactly.
Right.
So you don't have a Pete Hegseth or an ICE agent signing up, finding queer businesses and going in and attacking, right?
Right.
There are a lot of queer-owned businesses here in New Haven. And I think I talked about it on the show. I mean, recently, there's this new restaurant here in Fairhaven, and it's called Farm Belly, which is a locally gay-owned restaurant.
Why didn't I know about this?
Oh, it's they're
shall
amazing.
we go?
Oh, it's amazing. But I try to.
Where again?
It's in Fairhaven.
In Fairhaven. I want to go.
It's really, really good.
I was raised in Fairhaven.
But I try to support as many locally owned queer businesses as possible.
Right. And I think it's important, it's like when you think about it, you want to be able to access, a substantial, sizable queer-owned business, database that allows you to make informed decisions as to who you want to support.
But also, a lot of these orgs aren't going to say, "Here's my information." If you don't have those, we do this to keep the community safe. Sign up here.
Right. And I think it's important. You being, the co-chair of the New Haven Pride Center's board, I would assume that, you have a lot of, intellect and information on different businesses that constantly say, hey, I want to be able to post on your public board if I could. And it's like not realizing that, we carry with us every single day
A mini computer.
a mega computer. It's not even mini. This fucking thing can do everything my laptop can do. And then some. And now thinking to ourselves that we can leverage the technology that we have to really support ourselves and our community. And so anyway, so this app is, again, it's called Everywhere is Queer. You can download it and access, yes, you better work, the Queer Quilt. Quilt. Oh, I can't.
Quill.
It's Quill.
She had it right.
Oh,
You have glasses on. I have glasses on.
I know. I need a new prescription.
But anyway, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because obviously, we're a gay show, and I want to be able to make sure that we're featuring, things that help our community to be able to navigate the craziness that's going on in the world today, right?
There's also another piece too, right? So we all the time. You have a problem with Amazon.
I
right?
do.
You have a you go to Costco all the time.
I do.
Which is fine.
Costco, I love.
Oh no, yeah, which is fine. And like we have all of these massive chains, but like when you can find a time, when you can find the time to support local businesses, you're supporting your local economy. And if you're doing that, especially if you're listening to the show, search out a queer-owned restaurant or a queer-owned business that they do the same things everyone else does, right?
Right. And, with just a little bit more flair, because that's what we are. But the interesting thing is that, not only, is this for the consumer to be able to find businesses that you want to support, which I highly encourage that you do. You can also, as a business, if you want to, you can apply. You can apply for free via the profile tab on the app and then just click add, edit my business, log in with the same login information that you used to create the application, and then click add new listing and make sure that you submit all the necessary data and they would put you on the database. So, I mean, it doesn't look like right off the fly that they're charging businesses to be a part of this database. And if they were, listen, it's
actually really amazing. I'll tell a quick story.
Yes.
The Pride Center had to furlough everybody, right? We're not operating in this moment right now.
Right.
Our staff, they are vulnerable. And one of them at the time was unhoused and not living in the state. They worked remote. And I just did some research online, and they were living out of their car. Their car needed work done. And I found a queer-owned LGBTQ plus friendly auto mechanic and called him, offered to do all the work for free. They just had to pay for the parts. So now their car is up and running. And through that process of connecting with this LGBTQ friendly auto mechanic, they put him in contact with somebody else who gave them housing and paid for the first month of rent.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Like as in, a community that's marginalized, if you go to these places, even if a freaking auto mechanic,
Right.
there are services or people they know within their networks that can help you if you need help. Right?
And that's the beauty of connection. And can you imagine? I mean, let's just take it back for a minute. Being in such a moment of despair, if that's what we can call it, and where you don't have a place to live, you're living out of your car, and the only thing that you can think of right now is like, where am I going to? How am I going to, get to my next destination, right? And you're working for an organization that currently is furloughed right now, but still has connections.
Yeah.
But
the point is, like, an app like this is great because what I did was Googled a lot of different places and I found this one auto mechanic, right?
Right.
But like now there's an app where you can, it's accessible to everybody.
Right. And let's be honest, if you, as a member of the community, especially men, listen to what I'm about to say. If you can download Grindr, you can download this, okay?
Grindr.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She's.
The other day I was with Hope. And we were walking down the street and she was pointing out all of these different businesses that I hadn't like noticed before. Like there's a butcher on State and like all this stuff. And she's like, are you a Grindr guy? And I was like, well, I mean, I have the app. And she's like, no. I meant like, do you like grinders, like a sub?
Oh my God. Some people call them grinders. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yes, I do like a good grinder.
Well, sure.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
But my first response was, yeah, no, I mean, I have an account.
I cannot. That's funny though. I mean, you do love a good grinder and also a good meat mincer.
You used to
but
calling them what? No.
subs, we call them subs or
submarines.
Sammys.
Submarine sandwiches.
Heroes,
Yeah.
Hoagies.
Hoagies is a
Hoagies
big
is,
one.
I think it's further up this way, right?
Yeah.
New York, it was either a
sub or a
sub
submarine.
or a hero. That I recall.
I want a hero. What do they call
I want
hero?
a hero.
Hero sandwich? I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird. Well, speaking of food, one last thing before we bring it home today. So, Again, my favorite, place to just go read up on stuff. Ozempic. I want to talk a little bit about.
I'm triggered.
Triggered for why?
I haven't had a pen in weeks.
So, so as you know, there is no secret. We have disclosed on this very show that each and every one of us have actively, are actively, or have in the past been on a GLP-1, right? And so, I want to make sure that we understand we're not knocking Ozempic or anybody else, but this is just what the story is all about. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, how it impacts our community in a specific way, meaning that
We kind of talked a little bit about this with Dr. G that one time.
Yeah.
we did. But I just want to reiterate how important it is to, love thyself, regardless
Yeah.
what size you is. And it's for
Easier
me,
said than done.
it is. I sit across someone who I believe is overly critical. And I want to be very honest with you of
I know
yourself.
She's not talking about me.
Of course I am talking about you. You're overcritical of yourself and how you look and who you are, how you appear to people, right? You care a lot about that. And obviously weight has been a very big thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, unwillingly, you started on your GLP-1 journey.
Yeah.
And
That's a nice way to put it.
well, I literally stabbed her with a pen, and then she
Come here. Give it a try. Okay.
Okay.
And so
Come here. I want to do something. Okay.
he's like, well, "What are you doing?" He's like,
Lift up your shirt.
So, my thing is this, it's like we are already in a situation in where in the gay community, because this is, obviously very true, we're very focused on vanity. We're very focused on, weight and looking our absolute best. And in a world in where some people don't have access to this medication, where does that fit in? And how does, obviously we know that the medication works. It's really good for obviously people who are diabetic. There's two of us that are sitting on this table that are.
Yeah, you and Trish.
Trish is not diabetic.
No, I know.
But it also has been proven to allow people to lose a significant amount of weight and take a journey on a healthier path.
Absolutely.
However, there are side effects.
It also, I'll say too, it affects everyone differently. I mean, there are people that I know that were on a GLP-1 that just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
My biggest side effect when I was on a GLP-1 was a little bit of nausea. And it was really the first day or two.
Yeah.
And it just slows down your digestion.
I think I'm the only person on a GLP-1 that just doesn't lose weight.
You lost a lot of weight.
I did, but it's just like, boom, done. That's it. I'm stuck.
Sometimes, and again, because remember when I started with Ozempic, and
I switched.
and I plateaued. And,
Trizepatide.
Yeah, and I kind of I was there for a while. I was there for almost a year.
Right.
The good thing was I wasn't gaining any weight, but I wasn't losing any extra weight.
Same.
So I spoke to my doctor, and that's when we decided to change to the Manjaro.
Which was...
And yeah, I lost another, I think, 15 pounds.
I'm still
But-
waiting.
Yeah, but the other thing is we love to eat.
We do.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That if you don't control your eating, like I was telling you today, I've gained some weight again. But why?
Yeah, well, the fucking
'Cause I
medication is
yeah.
supposed to
It's supposed
get it in
to
your
help.
brain that don't eat.
Well, that's the thing, you can-
It shrinks your stomach
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you feel fuller, but it doesn't change this. And as long as you're like, I see it and I want to eat it, it's still gonna, it is what it is. And
Jay, I see it and I want to
wanna
eat it.
If it wasn't meant to be eaten, it shouldn't have a
Don't
slit
put it
down
in
the
front of my
middle.
face.
I can't. But anyway, one of the serious side effects, Trish, you can attest to this, I can attest to this, and so can you, all of us, is that it slows your digestive system down. So one of the challenges for members of our community are those who love to bottom. And if you have a slow digestive system and you're really not, cycling through as quickly the things that you eat, when you go to bottom, you might have a little surprise, is what I'm trying to say. And so it's different. You really have to,
So let me say, I re-engaged sexually while I was on Ozempic. Never had one issue. All that said, she knows how to take care of that down there.
Yeah. Well,
If I felt like there were times wherein I was constipated or hadn't gone in 24 hours, there are things you can do to take care of that.
Yeah.
well, of course, but it's like
It does affect it, but like
Yeah.
there are things you can do.
Yeah. So just know, if you are exploring the possibility of going on a GLP-1, whether it's Ozempic, tirzepatide, whether it's a Mounjaro, or what's the other one?
Row,
Wegovy,
semi-glutide.
all of these different kinds.
The
If you-
pill, the injection, the whatever.
and you are someone that loves to bottom, that loves to like have fun, and you're used to a certain routine, just know that the introduction of these types of medication will require that you also change a little bit how you
Clean out.
Yeah.
take care of yourself, feel your
Prepare.
body, and prepare. And but it's challenging, to say the least.
It wouldn't be the first time I had a little paint on my brush, but it happens. Even
He
when
says that
even
with
when you
such
clean
a straight
out.
face. This
Even
one
when
can't
you-
even
yeah,
look at the
it, look at
camera.
it. It happens, but
but he
even
is
when you
right.
try to clean out the best that you can, it still happens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
And well,
hey.
here's the thing, right? So if you clean out too much, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a happy medium.
Exactly.
And one last thing I'll say before we wrap it up and bring it home. While it is being touted to be a miracle drug, because in a sense it almost looks like it is. Don't mistake the need to think that this is what you need for the fact that you are perfect just the way you are. Right. And allow that to take your psyche and take, how you feel about yourself, and think that this is the only way that you're going to feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I will say, knowing individuals that have gone through surgical procedures,
Right.
even though this has its own side effects and can have some negative impacts, it's less of
It's a much
risk.
safer choice.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
I've dealt with people for years, and
You have like first,
yeah.
second, third, fourth, and fifth hand
hand.
experience.
Yeah. Unfortunately, what they don't tell you before a lot of these surgeries is the loss of vitamins that your body doesn't absorb. So now you're relying on, injections, supplements,
right.
and low iron, low B12, low this, low that. A cold can last you 3 weeks to a month. My mother-in-law got sick in December. She just got over it like 3 weeks ago,
Wow.
because it just kept repeating.
Right.
And even though she takes care of herself, she was at a weight where she was extremely obese.
Right.
And these surgeries, yes, it helped her bring down the weight, but all the all the stuff that they never really explain, or they weren't. I don't know if they were even aware of how these long-term.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a shit show with the stuff you see happen sometimes, and it's like, a cold turns into a bronchitis, into a pneumonia in a matter of 3 days.
Right.
So it's unfortunately your immune system is constantly compromised. So
It's a
stick
much
me with a needle.
it's a much safer option.
Yeah,
But then the
yeah.
question becomes, do you think that would make the body, make body pressure?
body dysmorphia is a thing in this country. It's a
It
thing
really
all
is.
over the world.
Yeah.
You have body dysmorphia. Like once you hit puberty, you're in high school, middle school, it just starts. It just happens.
Right.
And I remember when I was a fucking stick and I still thought I was fat. Like it just is like, it's how you're conditioned, right?
Yeah.
And what I will say is that through this process and losing some weight, I realized that like, oh, I was too thin. I feel comfortable with my body right now.
You look amazing.
Yeah, but the
I
time-
want to make sure
yeah.
that you know that.
Yeah.
And I tell you this as much as I possibly can because I know how challenging it was for you before GLP1s.
Yeah.
You look fucking amazing. And I want you to know that.
And you also got to remember that.
And no, you cannot have my pen.
When we were
It's in my bag.
yeah, when we were growing, it's already gone. It's already gone.
She
when
turned
we were
Puerto
growing-
Rican in
yeah.
1.23
Yep.
seconds.
When we were growing up, remember a lot of the models on TV and everything we saw growing up when we were younger, they were pretty much bulimic. It was bad, and this was considered,
That is
beauty.
what you want to
this
look
is
like.
what you want to look like. Unreal, but you grow up seeing this on TV shows and all the models and all. So, you kind of get this.
Hollywood sets the standard for for beauty.
Which unfortunately, I mean, thank God that has changed quite a bit.
I mean,
Shout out to
you know,
Lizzo.
But then you also have people in the gay community that are like, no femme, no fats. And okay, if you're not into that, just don't be into it. But don't put it in your profile and shame people.
Yeah, shame
and they
people.
do that all the time. But that's also, that's a good reminder that, a simple medication, while it can change your appearance, it won't, cure body shame.
Yeah.
It won't also cure, asshats or assholes from being assholes. I had someone, interestingly enough, I think, you know what? I'm not going to say the name only because I'm not 100% sure she was the one that posted it. So it's a drag queen that I have followed for many years, who used to perform at Escuelita in New York.
Oh.
And she literally posted, we went from body positivity in 2024 to everybody having an Ozempic body in 2025. She wasn't wrong. But it's like that, those kind of statements is even like putting, for example, some sort of
Stigma around it.
on, why can't we still believe in body positivity, but also look to better our health?
Yeah. I mean, Bear Week was real this past year in P-Town.
Yeah, but you got to also remember.
Oh my God.
You also got to remember.
They're still hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also got to remember 2025 people that actually needed
Couldn't get it.
medication. We couldn't get it because Hollywood, that was the rave.
Right.
So you got to look at it from that standpoint.
The
that
Academy
people-
Awards.
Yeah.
Right.
Ozempic's night out.
Yeah. I mean, it was insane, but,
Yeah.
and then,
It was tough.
I had to drive across 3 towns just to get my medication, almost a half-hour drive.
Right.
Just to get my meds because they were out of stock or in back order, which is insane.
We couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And, but in either case, again, I want to make sure that we all point out this is not about Ozempic. It's about, how us in the gay community are perceiving or receiving this kind of, miracle drug in a way that, either could help us move past our ability to really degrade ourselves to the point where, we are led to believe that we have to look a specific way, and finding a healthy balance of being able to get to where you want to be without giving a fuck.
Well,
100% what anybody else thinks.
and I think what I've experienced with my weight loss, again, there's a lot of coworkers we haven't seen in some time, and a lot of the individuals hetero. Oh, you look great. What are you doing? What's different? Now, on the other hand, the LGBTQ population, Ozempic, off the back.
Oh, yeah. It's the first question that comes out.
You're on Ozempic? Why would you not, hey, you look good.
That's none of your
But
business.
you know what I'm saying? Is it's the stigma sticks.
Right.
And I would, me being bi, I expected it to be the other way around. You know what I mean? And I was like, why such a difference where people, some people, and a lot of the line guys, half of them live in the gym. You look good, dude. You've been losing weight. Yeah, I'm working on it. They don't ask me if I'm taking medication for it. You look good. Keep it up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. It's not.
You can ask me, how,
How?
what you're doing. I'm going to invite you and be like, let me show you what I'm doing.
What I'm doing.
You want to come?
Okay.
But anywho.
Of course she does.
Oh,
But You know, it's
seen
a
some.
big difference. So you see it. You see
Yeah.
it.
I was at this meeting last Tuesday, and we were there for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and the fire alarm went off, and I'm outside standing with a bunch of people. A lot of them are funders, you know, and all of a sudden the firemen show up, and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite part.
This is your favorite part. For why?
For why? Oh, girl.
Hello.
The New Haven firemen, if you don't know this, there is 85% of them
It should have their calendar.
You should have.
It should have all the calendars.
talk about a fundraiser.
Yeah. They would raise so much money.
It would.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. A lot of hot daddies.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. All right. Interesting chat. We do have to move on. So it's time, obviously, to wrap it up. So, Trish, I think you're up next. So I'm going to give you your love. Are you ready?
Sure. All right, everybody. Here is Mama Kim's Minute. Number 1, political suicide. Idaho Republicans vote no on overturning same-sex marriage. Wow. Number 2, Chaz Bono marries his childhood friend of 40 years in Hollywood glam wedding. Number 3, what is conversion therapy? Here's a complete explainer.
And we've talked about that in detail. And also, if you don't know who Chaz Bono is, Cher. That's all I'm going to say.
See.
That's Cher's son. Fabulous. Anywho, Jay Bird.
All right.
Over to you. I don't have a ding for you.
We'll figure it out one day. On this day in gay history, March 23rd, the year 1982, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors passed one of the nation's first domestic partnership ordinances, championed by Supervisors Harry Britt, although the measure was later vetoed by Mayor Dianne Feinstein. It marked a major early effort to ensure legal recognition and protections for same-sex couples, helping spark similar initiatives across the United States in the years that followed.
I did not know that Dianne Feinstein actually vetoed a bill that would have allowed domestic partnerships. You learn new things every day.
1982.
All right.
Wow.
Jaybird, over to you again.
Alrighty. If you love the show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting service. By subscribing, you get the latest and greatest of our show delivered right to your favorite device or web browser as soon as the episode is published. You can also support us on Patreon. With Patreon, your listeners can help to support the show with a pledged donation. The donations are collected monthly and can be in any denomination of $1 or more.
Trish.
Thank you. All right, everybody, get the Future Method and all other products today. All products are doctor developed, can clean out without hurting your bum. Take confidence anywhere with the anal powder packs. Increase your stretch goals with the 3-piece anal glass or silicone dilation kit. Jay. Get Get long-lasting, pleasurable glide with the silicone anal lube, and get all the information you need with Dr. G's book, But Seriously. Visit futuremethod.com to purchase your life-changing bum accessories today.
Yes, queen.
Alrighty. All right. Time to put a dilator in it.
Yeah. There you go. Glass or silicone.
Our show is available on our website, gaytalk20.com, under audio podcast. It is also available as a free download on Apple Podcast, YouTube Music, and now Spotify.
All right. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Gay Talk 2.0, Instagram, Gay Talk 2.0. You can email us at gaytalk2.0 at gaytalk20.com. Oof, that fell apart.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to try it.
She's having some issues.
Well, I was thinking of how I work in, like...
Her GLP1 deficiencies.
Well, that, and I may not be in a boot next week.
Nice.
I'm excited for you, though, because you've suffered through that whole ordeal. Like, I still cannot believe you broke your foot by simply just...
I didn't break it.
Bashing it into a step. But anyhow.
Not broken.
What are you talking about? I was like in a helicopter, parachuting into a ski lift, like, and I just missed my landing.
Okay.
Obviously, it wasn't just like a stare.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it. So we're just gonna
Some 007 shit.
She's thinking she's pussy galore over here, but that's okay. Let's just,
Your turn.
Here we go, ladies and gents. If you need to reach out to us, just head on over to our website. Click on the Contact Us tab, which is located at the top of your web browser. There you can leave comments. You can suggest topics. You can submit a question for the cast or an individual host. You could also give us a call and leave us any questions you may have on our voicemail. Our phone number is 334-GAY-TALK. And if you need all of those digits, it is 334-429-8255. Don't forget, we do stream live every Monday at 6 p.m. And you can access the live stream by becoming a Patreon supporter. That is, of course, the video version of the show. Our audio version of the show is published every night, and that is free for everyone the day we publish it. Ladies and gents, that is our show. Thank you, and y'all have a good night. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gay Talk 2.0. Tune in next time for more dish.